My audience. Okay.
I am an American. I have lived here my whole life. I really enjoy a good milkshake and I never miss a Super Bowl. I love America and I am very grateful for my rights, opportunities, and freedom. This picture is of my great-great-grandfather who lived in Scotland. He married a very Scottish young woman and they began a young family. My grandpa worked very hard to support his family. However, the means were in short supply. He heard of a group who was immigrating to the adventurous and promising land of America. He decided to try his luck and join them. I am no doubt an American, but what would you call my grandfather? He lived in America for the majority of his life. He immediately became a farmer and provided food for not only his family, but fed many American mouths. The object that I would like to discuss with you today is not my great-great-grandfather, but rather that he was a respectable immigrant who came to America. He may be an immigrant, but in my opinion, he was an American citizen the minute he stepped on the American soil. Too much of the population believes that we have to close all borders and keep all those filthy immigrants out. I completely disagree. Immigrants come to America for a hope of a new and exciting life. They are able to experience not only America, the land of opportunity and freedom, but they also help to make America a better and more secure place. They add to the number and population, they contribute to the labor force, and mostly they deserve the fruits of all of America and to be treated like American citizens. America has always been a land of opportunity, and people all over the world throughout history take turns immigrating to this land. Historians have broken the turns of immigration down into 4 categories. The first is the colonial period. Colonial period, that's hard for me to pronounce. The second is the mid-19th century, where most of the immigrants were from Northern Europe. And the third was from the 20th century, where most of the immigrants came from Southern and Eastern Europe. And the last is still today, but it's named post-1965. Today we are experiencing most of the immigrants coming from Latin America and Asia. In her book, Immigration, on page 85, Mary E. Williams profoundly states, "By high margins, Americans are telling pollsters it was a very good thing that Poles, Italians, and Jews immigrated to America once again. The newcomers are viewed with suspicion. This time it's the Mexicans, Filipinos, and the people from the Caribbean who make Americans nervous. However, we have nothing to worry about. According to Wikipedia, the online encyclopedia, the rates of immigration are coming in a steady flow, but they are no longer coming in the big booms that they have in the past." As you can see on this chart, I divided it into the 4 different time periods, and this is now the post-1965. And as you can tell, the rate of immigrants is pretty steady, and it's just coming in a steady flow. But then when you look over here, there's huge booms of where people came. This steady flow of immigrants is very good for America. Women in America are delivering less and less babies. There have been studies from the UN that shows that the average American woman only delivers 1.93 children. That is below the required rate of 2.1 to keep the population stable. Without immigrants, our population would shrink and eventually go to nothing. Immigrants give a secure future and give us a promise that our country will always stay stable and continue to grow and be successful. America is not only a large country, but it is also established. We have many jobs and a secure economy. It should not be a surprise that many of the immigrants have a lot to do with our economy. However, it is a surprise, and many people believe that they do exactly the opposite. It is often a miscommunication that they lower the wages and take the jobs that should go to the natives, people who are born in America. To set this myth straight, there have been many studies to prove that whether immigrants damage or help America's economy. Nearly all of the results go in the immigrants' favor. The multiple studies in the late 1980s by economists proves that illegal and legal immigrants help out our economy. James Smith, an economist from Grand Corporation, found that immigrants contribute $10 billion each year to our economy. There is no doubt that they help and make our economy better. Americans have rights and freedoms, but we are all expected to pay taxes and to keep the laws. Immigrants want to live as American citizens, so they also have to do this. Immigrants are all required to pay taxes. A study in 1970 shows that because of taxes, the average immigrant family gives back $2,500 to natives. They also have to follow all the laws, and if they don't, they will be tried and suffer for their crimes. They can even possibly be sent back to their old country. Immigrants should want to live an independent life, and we have given them this opportunity. Immigrants are not allowed to use the public assistance or the welfare programs until at least they have been here for 3 years. Immigrants follow the responsibilities of America, and they are punished for their crimes when they commit them, just like any American. They work and live and build up their lives to reach success. Immigrants live in America and make it more secure. They give a stable and steady growth in the population. They contribute to the economy and the labor force, and mostly they desire a normal, opportunity-filled, free life, like American citizens. They keep their responsibilities and contribute to the country. Immigrants deserve our respect. They have a hard life and they just want to start over. As Americans, we need to support these people and show them that we do want them to come to America to make their lives better. The former President of the United States, Bill Clinton, stated at a commencement address in 1998 the following support for immigrants. New immigrants are good for America. They are revitalizing our cities, building our new economy, strengthening our ties to the global economy, just as earlier waves of immigrants settled on the new frontier and powered the Industrial Revolution. They are energizing our culture and broadening our vision of the world. They are renewing our most basic values and reminding us all of what it truly means to be an American. Just like my great-great-grandfather, and just like me, these hard-working, determined people are Americans and should be treated just like them. Thank you.